Guys, what's going on? It's Thursday here from P4C. Welcome back to the channel. I'm probably be covered by these mountain of PSA slab in front of you and I. We are going to go through all of the slabs that we are going to try to sell at the upcoming card shows. Now, there are going to be 2 card shows here in Hong Kong for those who are playing at home, for all of those new viewers, subscribers. For those who didn't know, I'm located and based in Hong Kong, and it is a rarity to have card shows here in Hong Kong. Although, having said that, we are having more and more of these as the times go by. So there are 2 card shows upcoming. There's one in on the 18th and 19th of October, and there is one on the 22nd and 23rd of November. Now, if you are in Southeast Asia, in Europe, in America, in Australia, thinking about traveling to Asia, and in particular thinking about traveling in Hong Kong, and thinking about card shops, well, hopefully you can arrange your plans to travel within these sort of time, because Hong Kong is a relatively small place in the world, and whenever these card shows happen, all of the big name, middle names, small names in terms of cards, whether it's be Pokemon and sports or whatever other trading card there is, they tend to all gather together in this one place, and it will be your best bet to find some good deals, because it will save you a lot of time from traveling to different places. With that said, we will be putting a banner in this particular video letting people know that all prices are in Hong Kong dollars, not in USD, not in pounds, not in euro. You'll be in Hong Kong dollars, because quite often when people see the price tag, they'll be like 1,500 for this card. So just as a disclaimer, and on top of that, the price tags are pretty old. Some of these cards were left unsold from our previous card show in June. Obviously, there is some price adjustment, so and we haven't had time to actually properly price some of these cards. So some of them have price tag on them, some of them don't. And when you do come to the show and say, "Hey, I thought this card was this," when you in the video, so this is another disclaimer just to let you guys know, prices may have changed by the time you visit the show. With that said, it's going to be a pretty long video, so buckle up, get a drink, get some popcorns, and hope you guys enjoy us taking a look at all the cards that we're bringing to the shows. Right, the first batch of cards I'm showing here, these are all the cards that are not PSA 10. Now, I don't know if it's just Asia, I don't know if it's just Hong Kong, but cards that are not PSA 10 doesn't sell that well in this part of the world. When I watch vendor POV videos from US, a lot of people buy PSA 8, PSA 9s, but not a lot of people buy PSA 8 and 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 here in Hong Kong, or in my experience in Asia. So, but the idea is we wanted to have a pretty large variety of cards to showcase it at the show. Part of it for me is at the show is kind of, you know, people are obviously wanting to buy and trade and whatnot, but some people just want to have a look, right? So and I want to provide that kind of experience, show a bit of variety, kind of like a gallery. That's all my sort of train of thoughts. And I always thought, well, if and when I open a physical store, I want it to be like more of a gallery rather than just a shop. With that said, let's go through all of these. This is the Vaporeon Holo World Championship Pack 8. We bought this card on PWCC, and I made a mistake. I thought it was a play promo, but it's just the World Championship promo. So I would have actually kept this card if it was a play promo, and I would have been very happy with the 8. But it's not the play promo; it's a World Championship promo. It is a Gold Star though, and Gold Star are jumping off the rails at the moment, but like I said, people in this part of the world don't really like 8s and 9s. And then going into a first edition Holo Gengar here. Again, just a quick reminder, these are prices that we did price back in June from our last show. So there might be some price adjustment come for the show, and these prices are in Hong Kong dollars, as you see in the banner. And then, like I said, some variety here. Card is vending Neiman 8. Now, again, and part of the reason we probably need to rip the price tag off is, as of June, there was only 299 copies of these in a PSA 8, but I'm sure there's might be a few more here and there now. And then yeah, just always talk about variety. And this Pikachu card here being a 9, till this day, I believe this is a 10. I don't know why it's a 9, but it is what it is. And then a few more sort of these sort of carded vending cards here, PSA 9. PSA 9 is actually a really good grade for these cards. These cards are so old. It's very hard to get these in a PSA 10 condition anyway. So again, as a disclaimer, when you see the pop, that's probably incorrect. Again, as of last sort of card show. And then we have a special illustration rare Venusaur here, PSA 9. So a lot of these are PSA 9 because I don't want to show you these first. And then we got some first edition Pikachu in Spanish, though, in Spanish. And then a Spanish Squirtle here. Now, a lot of the cards that I do try to sell are cards that I graded myself. Only a small handful of cards are cards that I might have purchased it from somewhere else and no longer need, or actually purchase it for selling at the show. And then we have a Skyrich Jolteon holo here, absolutely beautiful, beautiful card. And then some really strange, for example, the 8.5 grade, they don't give them out as often as they used to. So this is only Pop 52 as of June. And then you've got the Hitmontop here, only Pop 2 again as of June. I haven't had checked recently. And then we've got a few first edition here. We've got a first edition Dark Golbat, first edition Dark Weezing, and then a first edition Dark Magneton. This card is very known to be very hard to grade. And then we've got a PSA 9, which, I was pretty happy with that. And then some of these sealed as sticker cards, I've opened a very, very long time ago. And then these getting, some getting 9s. Again, these are really low pop. These are really low pop. I guess not a lot of people know about these to begin with. And the qualities of these are pretty horrendous as well. So getting a 9 is good. Getting a 10 is like really, really hard. And so we've got a few of these. And then these sort of stickers here. This one here is crazy. You got Mewtwo, you got Mew here. This one is relatively low pop. I was surprised nobody really blinked an eye on these. You got your Gengar, you got the evolution line here, and then a few more PSA 9 here. This one with the Pikachu here, and then we've got a PSA 9 Hidden Fates Umbreon. All right, next batch of cards here. A few trainer cards that I've graded and had doubles for these. So again, by no means, I am a trainer card collector. So by no means these are super duper in terms of prices. And we haven't actually priced any of these yet. Then the Professor Research here. I think this is Professor Juniper. And then a Grosja here, Agatha, and then you got Milo, you got Kabu, and then a few more. We've got Parcel Lady. I think this one here and the Carmine, I like the Carmine probably the best. This would be a close second in terms of a trainer from the Scarlet and Violet era. We got a Marnie's Pride. From the starter deck 100. I actually thought this card should be way harder to find than a couple of the other Marnies, but apparently I'm wrong. And I bought this card and thinking that I didn't have it, I already had a copy of it. And then we've got a starting with some really starting it from the start, I guess. 1996 here, Japanese basic Mewtwo Holo. So this is the Japanese base set. Jetmin 10, and surprisingly, no one picked it up. And from all the previous show, we got a Reshiram here, and then some Lily cards. So these, the full art Legalio and Luna, and then Lily's Full Force, and then the Clefairy with the Dream League promo. Some vintage, so Brock's Ninetale. I actually thought Ninetales was a popular Pokemon, but It doesn't appear so. Not here in this part of the world. And then we've got a Houndoom here. With a very lovely swell there. So some of these cards we probably would have just talked about it from our couple of our previous show. We've got a Expedition Raichu here, and then the promo, Espeon promo, a Electabuzz, sealed as only, well, again, as of June, only one of these in the world. I'm not sure what it is now, and someone can check it for us. Only one of these in the world, and then a sealed as electric type with Pikachu here. Well, this is Chunkachu, right? I guess you can say the older Pikachu is kind of like an egg, I guess. And again, only pop 6, relatively low pop. And then some Lugia cards, they shining Lugia here, and then a Lugia GX here, and then some cards that you might have seen very recently. So for example, these two here, the came back quite recently from the grading submission from PSA. So did this one here and this Tortich here, and that's why there's no price tag on them, because as of this video being released, we are on holiday, so we will have to do all of the pricing when we come back. And I got a copy of this, and the swell is absolutely amazing on this Venusaur. And then we've got the Chansey here, and I'm gonna be very totally honest. I did grade some of these cards with the intention to bulk up our inventory for the card show, and then with the intention to sell. So quite happy that I hoping that these two will fetch a relatively good price. And then the ever so famous Gengar Mimikyu. This is only the base from Tag Bolt, but this card has risen in value quite a lot. A Greninja here, and then the Greninja EX. Now, these two here, I'm still thinking whether or not I want to let these go. These are probably some of the top, SAR art in the respective sets. I absolutely love this Greninja card, so I'm still thinking whether or not if I wanted to let this go. And then this Lugia V here is one of the top art from the Sword and Shield era. And then we've got the sequential Blaziken V and Blaziken V Max with May. I always thought these two look. Blaziken is low-key. It's a starter Pokemon. It's hard not to like it, and I think I remember using Blaziken as when I play the game, and absolutely adores it. And then we've got Cynthia's, Garchomp, and Enzorak here as well. And you might have seen this card quite recently, and this card was from another submission as well. And then coming up next are the favorites, the Evolution. We've got Flareon here, and then we've got Vaporeon. These are from Eevee Heroes, which is Evolving Skies. We've got Jolteon. We've got Espeon, and then Glaceon, and then unfortunately the Sylveon getting a V here. I still, I guess I can understand it. It is pretty heavy on one of the side, and then the Nagaba as well. We've got Eevee here, and then Vaporeon, and then somehow Leafeon is in the mix here. We must have make the wrong order, and then we've got Jolteon once again. So these are all evolution cards here. I'm just gonna show it very quickly, the Nagaba cards, and then moving on to Prismatic Evolution, some Vaporeon here, and then this one here. This one I'm debating whether I actually want to sell it. I mean, I've got multiple copies of these, and this is the Umbreon Gold Star. In the actual Gold Star card, it would have been very difficult to get because it's part of the Play promo. But they reprinted this on the 25th anniversary, and as soon as they reprinted that card, I always have said this card is undervalued. Like, this card, you need to get on top of this card, and sure enough, it's been rising slowly and steadily, and more. So we've got the Cake, we've got the Jolteon. A lot of these were from the Oripa Raw Reaper that we did in Japan. So a lot of these are all upcoming prismatic evolution, or some of them we actually bought. And the true Umbreon here, you would have seen these from a PSA return recently. So no brick Jama here. And again, part of the reason is evolution always do well from past experience, and that's why we've got a lot of EVs, to sell, and hoping that we'll be able to get some good profits here from the EV bunch. And then a couple of these Iono, sorry, not Iono. Oh no, it is Iono. Iono promo cards here, and then one Korean card. Must have let the other one in somewhere. We've got a Leafeon V, again from EV Heroes, and then this card here. Now, this card here, I actually ripped the price tag off. I was selling this for around 100 to 150 USD at the last show. Nobody picked it up. This card has now since doubled or skyrocketed a little bit here. Very, very lovely story of this card. I didn't get to finish what I was saying. I was like, to be honest, I'm going to try to price these pretty favorably. I know quite often at shows people will price the cards just a little bit more than maybe not significantly more, maybe like $50 more in terms of USD, more than what they last sold and things like that, because there's always going to be that negotiation part in place. So, but I will try to price this as favorably because I do want to actually get rid of them, and because we wanted to use this fund, whether it be actually starting a physical store as we thinking of doing that, and or at least get a start on the internet store as well. And maybe we'll talk about that venture in a separate video. But last but not least, the hot item at the moment, which is Le Charizard. So we've got a few of these to sell. This is the Reshiram and Charizard from the promo. This is the English. Again, I mean, I'm pretty surprised. Like, they push out this Charizard and push out the Mew and Mewtwo, but haven't pushed out the other cards. So, and this is from Tag Team All-Star in Japanese. So we've got now these are actually part of a collection that I bought, and I think I bought them for, if my math is correct, around around 3,000 USD. And then, so this is a big chunk of all Charizard collection that I bought just to try to sell on the show, because most of these cards I already have, and I was thinking Charizard should do well. So a couple of 9s here, they probably not going to do as well, but we do have some big hitters in terms of the lower grades. So for example, this one here, the Charizard EX, you got Magma, you got Flareon. One of the I would say this is probably one of my top 5 Charizard cards in I guess in any languages, right? So this is the promo in English, but is you have to pull that card in Japanese, right? And then some CGC. Again, I have no control over the collection that I bought, but the shiny Charmander from Hidden Phase, Charmeleon from Hidden Phase 9.5, and then just a regular rare Charizard from Vivid Voltage from the CGC collection, and then a few more from so you've got the PSA 10, Jolteon, and Flareon. Now you've got some, I think we've got a couple of Pikachu cards here before we jump back into the Charizard collection. So some of these Pikachu cards, so we'll go at the show, the Kanazawa, and then a Korean Pikachu. Again, this was, the Pikachu from the 151, I've always said, watch out for that card. And then jumping back into the Charizard collection, you got this one here, which some of them we bought. This is the biggest hitter. We've graded these. We took all the risk, and hopefully we'll get rewarded, because I already have one of these cards, and mine is the older cert. And for me, I don't understand why people like, oh, new cert is better, whatever. If I were just from a personal collection, I actually like old cert for myself, because that just kind of tells me how the history of the, you know, people didn't grade this card because of the hype. That makes sense. People kind of graded it because they wanted to grade the card. I'm not sure if that makes sense, and leave a comment in the comment section if you have a rebuttal. But yeah, so we cut it, submitted to PSA, and very glad that we've got a 10. So this is definitely going out and to a new home. And then we did really well with some of these, because these are probably the hottest items, I would say. The V-Star Universe Start and Mewtwo, they tend to do really well at a lot of the shows that I've seen. So and hoping that they will do equally well. And I mean, I don't like this Charizard. I don't like this. I think this is effortless. But this one here, I don't know why people are sleeping on it. Maybe maybe it will rise. I don't know. Sequential here, V and the V Max. I already got multiple copies of the. Used to have multiple copies of these, and these were part of the collection. And then you've got the Charizard V here from V-Star Universe and Starbirth. You got the battle and then the aftermath. I think Venusaur is there. So you got the battle and the aftermath. Again, this one, and then I think where did it go? This one here. Nope, where did it go? I mean, yeah, so these three, are absolutely what a story to tell. You got the start. I guess this is the middle of the battle. And then you've got the ending. So what a treat these three are. And then Leon's Charizard, always thought this was quite cute here. And then the Pokemon collection, the Radiant collection, where I already have a set of these. Well, I actually have this card, and I thought it would be nice to sell it in one go. The Evolution Chain. And then last but not least, we've got the Charizard from Miracle Crystal Guardian in English. Again, in terms of art, I really like this Charizard here. Now, this is not the first edition, so this may or may not be even more valuable than it should be. So there you have it. These are all the cards that we are bringing on to the show, plus a little bit more if we have time. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this type of particular videos. If you guys have any questions, any queries, let us know in the comment section below. We will be doing a video where we will talk about the future plans as well. And like I said in this particular video, we are thinking about opening up a store, whether it be an internet store, an online store, or whether it be a physical store. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on, and go from there. But in the meantime, these two shows that are coming up are going to be the primary focus for us. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, make sure to smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring the bell for the latest videos. If you are going to be coming to one of these shows, hope to see you there. Don't be afraid, even though I can tend to be a little bit shy sometimes. Come and say hello. With that said, if you are, whether it's getting grades back from any of these grading companies, or whether it's opening up packs as well, may the God of Pulls and God of Grades be with you always.